with this new album, we have been sort of, it's not like a back to basics because that doesn't really, it's not really the right way to describe it, but it's reconnecting with us as just not only musicians but friends, and like, you know, our passion for being in a band with one another. And it was a bit of a journey for us, because it is, we you know, we had been doing this for a long time. And you know, with every album we've sort of gone meandered down a different avenue, or given fans like a different flavor of like, what's this, how's this, you know, like so this one, it's, instead of it being we're going to go down this route or we're going to try and sound like this, it's like we're going to go and like back, back to basics, but you know, just back to our core almost, and do our where does our love lie in music, you know? And it's a bit more of a refined, I'd say, you know, older even, perhaps like more of a rock metal vibe, you know, like sort of gone away with so much of the hyper polished modern sound, and it's just raw, and this is us, you know, five dudes fucking playing music, enjoying it, you know.
That what you mentioned at the end there, just five dudes in a room playing music. Is it kind of almost inevitable that kind of slips away as you as it becomes kind of a business thing as well, and you as you mentioned, you all grow older, you get families, you evolve as people. So how do you remind yourself of that it's all about being in the room together?
Well, that's the thing. It's because you know, it's not just it becoming a business, but you as people, as a group, you spread. Like, we're spread out all over America, which is fucking huge. You know, it's like it's a massive country. So we've, you know, Danny's on one side, Cam and Sam are on the other, Ben's dotting all over the place. I'm sort of in the middle. That's like, there's a lot of distance between us. So, you know, five guys just like, oh, we want to have a jam tonight. That's like fucking thousands of dollars worth of flights and hotels and like a really big fucking commitment just to play our instruments. Whereas, you know, in the early days, we all lived with one another, you know, whether it be on the road, in an RV, fucking wherever we're at, we're pretty much together, you know? So in that regard, it was like finding, like, going back to it, it was just like, yeah, we're just going to pull it back. This is going to be us, music. That's it. It's like, I think the pandemic and just like having all that time away has really, we've had our thoughts, you know, and it's like, okay, this is what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? And it's like, we should do it for the reasons that we did it for the first album, you know, for the very first time we got together as a group. You should go back to that. And I think that might be the correct move and the correct way to come back to the music industry as it's slowly piecing itself back together from, you know, fucking massive loss, you know.
Right.
It's, what better way to come back and show what you've become over the past decade or so. We felt this was the correct way, you know.
And am I right in saying you all gathered in Franklin, Tennessee for kind of writing and recording session?
Yeah, so we had like a bunch of very rough demos, and Ben's a bit of a, he's insane. He's always like trying to write stuff. Like, he's already like, I want to go and write another album. Like, dude, just fucking calm down. Like, fucking hold on a sec. So we went there with, you know, quite a few ideas and hashed them out and really, you know, put meat on the bones in Franklin. You know, and that's where we tracked it. We were there for about 4-5 weeks. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, that was the first time that we'd all been at a studio together for any amount of time since maybe like 2011, 2012.
Oh, wow.
Because we'd be, you know, I'd fly in to track some or write some, and I'd go, and then Danny would come back, and then it would just be like, you know, I mean, we'd never do that. We'd never just be like, okay, we've allocated ourselves this amount of time. We're all getting here together, and we're going to live it. We're going to fucking eat, sleep, breathe it. This is us, you know? So doing that is just, it was it was a fucking great experience, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it did wonders. You know, not only for the music, but our friendship, how we've matured as people, and fucking. It was a great time, and I think we'll continue doing that from now on.